So here I'm showing how to make yogurt from scratch. This will make a half-gallon. So what I use is 4 pint jars. You can see the lids there. What I do first is I boil some water to pour into the cups to sterilize them, make sure there isn't any other bacteria or mold or anything like that inside of them. Just want to make sure that the lids get a good douse of it too. You don't have to use brand new lids. I just recycle lids because it's going to be in the fridge anyway. But I kind of spill these throughout all of them, make sure that they get completely covered. And over here I have a half-gallon of milk and a thermometer. And the thermometer, you want to have it to read 180, and it's pretty close now. So you want to heat up your milk like on medium heat. You don't want to boil it or get it too hot too fast. I'm going to use a big pan like this. And also I added a teaspoon of vanilla and a half cup of sugar. I'll make like a little sweeter yogurt. So I'm going to just remove this from the heat right now because I think it's warm enough. If you can see, like if it's starting to kind of foam on top, that's the right temperature for it. It's mainly just to make sure it kills off any smaller microbes or whatever that would otherwise be in there. And what you need is a little container of yogurt. We like the brown cow yogurt. It works the best. It makes the creamiest kind of yogurt. And spoon out some of this into these jars. Can you come hold this for a sec? So what I do is I just take a scoop. And before that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this inside a little bit of cool water in the sink. Help cool it down, because it has to cool down to 120 degrees before you do anything else with it. In the meantime, I'm just going to put a little scoop of yogurt inside each of these jars. That's to make sure that they have a nice culture to work with.
Don't work. They won't stay on.
Okay. So we'll come back in a little bit once the milk has cooled down. Okay, we're back. Let's see, I have the yogurt over here in these glasses, and this is cooled down to 120 degrees, roughly. You want to drain all the cold water out of your sink because you don't want it to keep getting too cold. And what we're going to do is we're just going to put the rest of this yogurt inside this big batch here. And what they say is you just want to incorporate the yogurt. You don't want to mix it thoroughly. So let's try to pull this little bit off the spoon there. I think it might be better not to use metal spoons too, but I'm kind of cheating on that. So like I said, you don't want to mix it thoroughly, you just kind of want to barely stir it, and that way it will incorporate the culture into the milk. And what I do is I just use like a measuring cup to pour out some of the milk. See little chunks of that yogurt falling in there. So with as much milk as there is, it's going to fill all these all the way to the top. Those 4 pints is exactly half a gallon. Might even have some spillover, depending on how exactly you measure. It's pretty close here. And then take these lids, put them on there. Get them off pretty well. Turn it down, please. Okay. Best to get all the water off as you can, as much of the water off as you can. Alright. What I do is I just stick them right back inside the pot, like this, even though the pot's a little dirty from the yogurt that was in there. So these will fit really nicely in there. Matter.
Don't you normally rinse it out?
Yeah, I do after maybe the first go around, and all you have to do is you just get your tap water to as hot of water as you can. And this is how you incubate the yogurt, and you fill it up alongside of these jars. I don't cover them completely because I don't want the water leaking down inside of the jars. Potentially, if I didn't seal them exactly, and then I cover it with a glass lid like that. So you're going to leave that for about 12 hours, but in that 12 hours, give or take, you're going to want to change out this water to make sure that the water in there stays that hot tap water temperature. And that will be the right temperature for making your yogurt. So if I remember, I'll come back and show you how it turned out. So I decided just to save time, I was just going to show you from a different batch I did a little bit ago how it turns out. So you can see there's the yogurt. It's pretty thick. Sometimes it comes out a little thicker than this. This is a batch that I did without any sugar or vanilla in it. And I don't know what I said on the other part of the video, but you should put about a tablespoon of vanilla extract in the batch. I might have said teaspoon before, but use a tablespoon. That way it will turn out with enough flavoring. But works pretty well for us, and it's a lot cheaper than buying yogurt straight at the store.